Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 12 of our Pokemon Stadium 2 adventure, playthrough, experience, what have you. In the last episode, last weekend, we took on one of the stadium challenges in the main section of the game, the Challenge Cup, in which you get a random assortment of Pokemon given to you by the computer, and they use a random assortment of Pokemon given to them by themselves. Normally, you would think that would spell for disaster. However, fortunately, I was able to get through on the first attempt on all 4 difficulties of the Challenge Cup, and with minimal difficulty. So, as it turns out, Round 1 is not as bad as I remember it in Stadium 2, at least not as bad as Stadium 1 was. So, we're continuing checking out the Stadium this weekend. We have gone ahead and, well, I've gone ahead and taken on the first 3 difficulties of the Poké Cup, which is kind of the main section here in the Stadium. The Little Cup and the Prime Cup are both only 1 difficulty level, so you don't need to fight your way up through. I think Stadium 1 had 4 difficulties for the Prime Cup, much like the Poké Cup, but as of right now, Challenge Cup and Poké Cup are the only ones with 4 difficulty levels. I've gone ahead and cleared the first 3 levels of the Poké Cup. This weekend, we are going to go for the Master Ball difficulty, and I didn't really have that much trouble through the first 3 difficulty levels. Now, I will give you a little behind-the-scenes stuff. I did just attempt to record the Master Ball difficulty. They broke out the critical hits, the freezes, the insane random luck that the computer seems to happen to get in the first battle. So, that being said, if I can't win with the team I've selected, then I'm going to come in with a more powerhouse team and just try to dominate these Pokemon. But I am choosing a certain team for the first attempt because there's some Pokemon that haven't really been represented that much in the playthroughs thus far. The last time we saw some of these, I did some training for them back in Pokemon Blue, essentially just to get them to evolve and hit their final stages before leaving the Kanto region. They haven't even really seen battle, per se, but we are going to bring them in, if for no other reason. I basically just want to get some nice 3D footage of them for future video montages, perhaps, you know, an injury montage and a Nuzlocke-ish style playthrough of the main series, but that's not going to happen. I'm not going to lose Pokemon. What are you talking about? Anyway, that being said, we're going to check out the Pokemon I have selected. These are the Pokemon that got me as far as I am currently here at the Master Ball difficulty. They should, in theory, be able to pull through. But we'll see what happens. So, you're going to see the levels are different than what they will be for the Pokemon as they're currently sitting in Sapphire. This is a separate save file of Silver. And I did get the Pokemon up to these certain levels. I haven't changed the movesets from what they have currently in Sapphire, though, because I want some consistency. The only difference is the levels, of course. I had to get them up to above level 50 to be able to participate in the Poké Cup difficulty. But we're going to start off checking the team. We've got Whiskers, the level 51 Persian. Payday, Bite, Thief, and Screech is the moveset. You're not going to really probably see me use Payday in the battles, but you never know. More often than not, she's going to be probably using the Screech to lower the defense of something, someone else can get some hits in, or she can flinch with the Bite and possibly steal an item with Thief if need be. She is holding the black glasses, however, which prevents the Thief from taking an item, but it does power up the power of Thief and Bite as well. Our most powerful Pokemon, the highest level, is level 53 Aerodactyl. Wing Attack, Steel Wing, Sky Attack, and Earthquake. I would have preferred for him to have Ancient Power at this point, but I forget what level that he's supposed to learn that at, but since, like I said, I'm not going to change the movesets, I'm just getting the levels to where they are to take part in the competition. I omitted the use of, what did I just call it? Ancient Power. I already lost the name. So we're just going with the moveset that he currently has. Wing Attack, Steel Wing, Sky Attack, and Earthquake, but he's holding Soft Sand to make that Earthquake a little bit more powerful. Next is our level 51 Snorlax. And you'll see Aerodactyl is the only one at level 53. Everybody else is level 51. That's because of the 3 Pokemon I choose for each battle, I can't exceed 155 total levels. So by having one at level 53, the others can all be level 51, and I can freely choose any combination of 3 Pokemon to come into every battle. Anyway, those are the Snorlax at level 51. Headbutt, Counter, Rest, and Metronome, holding leftovers to heal back some HP every turn. Next we have Guar, the level 51 Primate. Karate Chop, Payday, Detect, and Leer, holding the King's Rock, which is pretty useful for getting flinching sometimes. Unless you're doing the first battle of the Master Ball difficulty that I just tried to record. Not a single flinch. We'll see what happens this time, though. Next we have Tails, our level 51 Ninetales. Flamethrower, Sunny Day, Confuse Ray, and Reflect, holding the Charcoal to make the Flamethrower a little bit more powerful if we don't get the Sunny Day up, but if we do, man, that's gonna burn. And last but not least, level 51 Pinky, the Slowbro, with Tri-Attack, Psychic, Surf, and Shadow Ball. Much like Sheldon the Blastoise, Pinky did have Water Gun for quite some time, but before we went into this competition, I thought, I kind of understand I need to get more power behind the team, so we replaced Water Gun with Surf for Pinky. Probably going to replace that in future playthroughs once we get into Sapphire, so I can give him something different, like Water Pulse or some other kind of a different move. But he's holding Mystic Water to make that Surf a little bit more powerful in battles. So without any further ado, let's take on this trainer once again, who single-handedly destroyed my team. There is no possibility of my Pokemon losing. Oh, there is every possibility, Carmen. Don't you deny it. Don't you doubt it. Don't you forget it. Alright. So, I'm gonna lead with Aerodactyl, our fastest Pokemon. I'm pretty sure he's the fastest. Hang on, can we check? Speed 138 for Whiskers, 150 for Aerodactyl. Guar will be the next possible fastest, 117. No, so Aerodactyl is the quickest. I'm gonna go with some more defensive Pokemon in Pinky and Dozer. I think that's probably the best way to go. Let's do this.
The race is over. Pokémon Tournament Poké Cup Master Ball. When this one is over, the ultimate trainer will lift the champion cup high.
That is going to be me. Now, this scares me. Or rather, I should say, this did scare me the first time I went in here. I know for a fact we're faster, and I know for a fact Earthquake is a one-shot. Goodbye, Raichu. So that is one Pokemon down, 2 left to go. And my first attempt, I brought Guar in, and as I say, we found out that the King's Rock does nothing to help with the flinching. It actually is supposed to, but when you're against computers, you know, random chance is what it is. Actually, it's not what it is at all. But you could probably have a Thunderbolt attack, but we're gonna go for start with a Wing attack. Now, I'm hoping to be able to get some continues as I go through this, switching Pokemon out as necessary. I remember she uses Attract a lot. Or Encore. So we did about 50 with that, 51 it looks like. Let's go ahead and continue these Wing attacks. I don't think Earthquake would have done too much. It does have the Soft Sand boost, but we have... Actually, what is Wing attack? 60? With Stab boost, it would be 90. It's about kind of the same. With your special stat not quite super good, I'm going to switch to Dozer. In fact, we can make this a Metronome battle if you want to, Clefable. I almost said Clefairy. Clefable. But let's go for some more reliable Headbutts, I believe. Now, we're not going to be able to outspeed and get any flinching for sure. How much will this do? Look how it shoots it from its hand. It's like a Gallic Gun, Kamehameha, something like that. So, get some leftover recovery. We're going to Headbutt. And Swagger. That's not bad. Boost our attack stat. Now, if we can break through the confusion, this will be perfect. Look at her apologizing. Yeah, you apologized last time, too. Didn't stop you from beating me. Headbutt. Down goes Clefable. Alright, so we are definitely doing better this time. I see I'm going to have to count on Dozer a little bit more in these battles than I did the first attempt going through the recorded process. Because if she has some good power behind her, we could pull through. This thing we could Wing attack, but we're going to leave Dozer in. Use this Swagger boost as best we can. And Petal Dance. Alright, so our special defense is kind of decent though. That was a critical. And we break through confusion again. Excellent. Yes, over half damage. I'll take that. Go for another Headbutt, and we're going to get the knockout as long as we can break through confusion again. Petal Dance, even if it's critical, should not bring us down. In fact, I mean, shouldn't. It won't bring us down. Come on, Dozer, you can take this. Minimal damage, break through confusion. Yes! Alright, that was lucky on our part. But it just sort of sped things along, even if we hurt ourselves a few times. I could switch to Aerodactyl, Wing attack, boom, get the knockout, win the game. That is our first battle done, our first continue. And I think I already said that, but if I do lose with the current team I'm bringing in, then I'm going to come in with a more powerful team like the standard, you know, Sheldon, Sprout, Blaze, Zapdos, those good guys. But we picked up our continue off of Carmen. Oh, did that hurt? I'm so sorry. It's all Mommy's fault. Boom, Zephyr badge. Move on to the Hive badge next. Continue. Alright, so I'm trying to recall if they have any... Well, I'm sure they all have the same strategies, just stronger Pokemon along the way. What is your strategy, young man? You're weird. I look pretty tough, don't I? Nah. Your team doesn't look bad, though. So, we see a couple things we could go for wing attacks on. You know what? I'm going to lead, once again, with Aerodactyl. I might bring Guar, though. Got some normal types he could be good against. So, looking at the opposing team, we see he can't bring both the Primeape and the Nidoqueen because that would exceed the levels. Alright, so I got Earthquake for the Nidoqueen, Wing Attack for either the Pinsir or the Primeape. Go for some fighting moves on the Raticate and the Ditto, so I'm going to bring Guar. And probably the next best bet, I could go for a physically defensive Pokemon. Pinky would have good attacks against the Nidoqueen as well, plus the Primeape. So that's the way to go. We're going to lead with our Aerodactyl. These are more type diversive as far as attacks go, too. They don't really make use of the Steel Wing that much, but I'm sure it'll come in handy when we least expect it. And they lead with a Ditto. What do I want you to turn into? Well, Aerodactyl is faster. You know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to go for the Earthquake while we can. Once it does turn into Aerodactyl, we can Steel Wing it. In fact, I just said it might come in handy when we least expect it. With super effectiveness, we should be able to get a knockout, I believe. Now, they can go for Steel Wing against us, of course. And guess who wins the speed tie? The computer. Why wouldn't they? But they miss. That I was not expecting. Defense boost? Oh. But I'm not going to cry over that one. We got the knockout on the Ditto. That is fine. What comes in next? Wing Attack. Alright. Level 53 Primeape. And if this thing is faster, which I don't think it will be, it's not, but I could switch into Pinky, of course, Psychic Resist Fighting, and nice defense on our Shelter-protected Slowbro. Cross Chop. This will hurt. It's neutral. And it's enough to bring us down. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, Pinky, get in here. Psychic attack this Primeape. Teach it a lesson for what it has just done. Oh, it most certainly will live up to expectations, sir. It's going for Thunder. It got the paralysis. We are fully paralyzed. Do you see this? Now, you have to miss this. Out of my way, Primeape. Take a seat. So that's their level 53 done. The Ditto was level 50, so we should have a level 52 next. It's going to be the Nidoqueen, because our Primeape can't do anything to the Nidoqueen, and our only chance to beat it is here paralyzed on the field. Never mind, it's Pinsir. Actually, there's not much we can do to that either. Try attack. Let's hope it misses a move. This isn't fully accurate, but it's accurate enough. So, all we can really do is hope that we're faster and try to flinch with our Karate Chops. I could Leer too, and it shouldn't have anything super effective on a fighting type. So we might still have a chance. Let's go for Leer first of all. This thing has good defense. Evil Leer, lower that defense, there we go. And it goes for a Swords Dance. Now that is scary. So let's go for a hopeful flinch with the King's Rock Karate Chop. It's resisted, but if we can get some critical hits, which we're not going to do because we're reverses a computer. And we're not going to get any flinching either. Why would we? And they're going to land a critical hit on us. Let's use that continue already, folks. This is fun. Welcome to the world of Pokemon, everybody. Alright. Coming back in, and we're taking this thing down. So if we still had, now hang on, if we still had our Aerodactyl, then we could have destroyed that Pinsir with Wing Attack. But they got a critical Karate Chop, or Cross Chop. Yeah. Alright, so you know what? I'm doing the exact same thing again. I'm bringing the exact same Pokemon, Aerodactyl, Pinky, and Guar, because I'm winning with those three. This is my stubbornness coming through? Yeah, probably, but it is more me wanting to show what is supposed to happen if the percentages were fair. I'm going to lead with Eradicate this time. Alright. Good enough. We're going to go right ahead and go for a couple of wing attacks. Look how small Eradicate looks compared to Aerodactyl.
There's the shot. Hit. That was good.
Are you seriously telling me that doesn't do over
The other
half?
side too. Great
So,
hit.
based on the way the power works, Earthquake is going to get a knockout. This Earthquake is 100 power. The Soft Sand should boost it by 20%, putting it at 120. Wing attack would only be 90 with the stab boost, so this is the KO.
Whoa, that was close. What'll it do? The hit glanced right off. They're both hanging tough. Wing attack.
That Shadow Ball was a hit that should not have happened.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, it's Nidoqueen. The heated
I'm
action
gonna say there's
continues.
nothing this thing can do to our Pinky the Slowbro. So he's coming in, we can Surf, we can Psychic.
Pokemon is
Either of the two is
switching
gonna be
out.
good. Surf is gonna be better, of course, it's higher power, so I'll probably go with that.
Oh, it's Slowbro.
But Eradicate lives on
How's that? That
1 HP. How are you doing that much damage to a Slowbro?
Pokemon switch affects the flow of battle.
You gotta be kidding me.
What now? A powerful blow.
Come on, let's get a nice powerful Surf attack. Give us a critical hit for all this. Come on.
Drilled a weakness.
That was not a critical hit. We're gonna switch into Guar. If Guar falls, we can bring Aerodactyl in, outspeed, get the Earthquake off. But this is a lot of stuff that should not be happening whatsoever. And Thunder Punch, not super effective.
What's next? A light hit.
So we could go for... Karate Chop is resisted, but has a, in theory, high critical chance, or chance to critical hit. We're gonna go Karate Chop. We could also get a flinch, if the computer wants to be nice to us.
What's this? Ah, that didn't do much. What'll it do? Great hit.
Okay then, no critical hit, no flinch. So we already took out their level, was it a 52?
The hit glanced right off. Oh, with
Thank
flinch.
you. Thank you. You know what? It's payday. Anyway, we took down their level 52 Raticate, level 53 Nidoqueen, so only the Pidgeot or the Ditto are left.
That's a hit.
Place a comment down below, folks. Do you think it's going to be the Pidgeot based on the types that we brought in? What do you think?
Just one Pokemon
If it's Ditto, we
remains.
can easily handle Ditto.
Oh, it's Ditto.
I am
Down
honestly
to the
surprised.
last Pokemon now.
Okay, Karate Chop.
The crowd
And
of
even
excitement
if
is building.
Guar can't do this, we know Aerodactyl is faster than Guar, so he can get a wing attack off.
Oh, what's this? That struck home. Oh, wow.
Now.
It transformed.
Again, this comes to a speed
Sparks
tie.
are flying from both competitors. How's that? Hit. That
Okay,
is
thank
the
you.
man. Whoa, that was close.
Get this Ditto off my screen.
Out of there.
So, we wasted a continue already, but we picked one up here in this fight. And see, I gotta say, it's not that I'm a bad player of Pokemon. You know, I'm not the best, perhaps. I'm sure I'm not the best, but I'm not bad. This is the computer doing what the computer can do to cheat the player out. You saw it all happen. I'm not listening to you, kid. Alright, we got possibly one more trainer to deal with in today's episode. Hopefully, I can get through the other 5 in tomorrow's episode, depending on how much they decide to alter the percentages in their own favor. Fire Breather is up. Fire Breathing was tough to learn. Check it out! So we see a lot of Pokemon's going to be weak to Pinky. However, let me think here. So, also, Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl will be the lead. We can Earthquake a lot of things here. I want to lead Aerodactyl because I expect they're going to bring Hot Gutor. I like the name. Mag Hot, Hot Whack, Hot Dodri, Hot Canine, Hot Doom. Oh, that just sounds painful. So Pinky is, of course, coming in also. There's nothing Tails could really do to these things. Well, she could take out the Exeggutor as well. I'm going to bring Tails. Lead Aerodactyl, Pinky and Tails are coming in as well. So we're only at the third trainer, and already we're facing the struggle. Leading off is the Hot Canine, or Hot Canine. But we know we can Earthquake this. Thunderfang does not exist yet, Arcanine. It's a higher level than us, but this should be a 2-hit KO thanks to the Soft Sand boost and the nice high attack stat. Dragon Breath. Now that's going to paralyze us, of course, because we're fighting a computer player. Never mind. Alright, we managed to not get paralyzed. Earthquake will bring the Hot Canine down. And I didn't notice the levels, but we obviously see the only other Pokemon that can bring will be a level 51 and a 50. We're Rock type. Yeah, our defense is terrible, but come on. We're not even down halfway yet. Earthquake attack. So Hot Canine. Boom, down you go. If I can get through this trainer fast enough, I can try taking on that last one to finish off the episode. I like to sort of have 4 battles per video. So if it's not going to make the video too long, I might try to breeze through the 4th trainer if we manage to make it through this one as well. Hot Gutor. So that is, of course, a wing attack. I could sky attack too, but it's a 2-turn attack, not fully accurate, has a chance to critical hit, but against the high-level computer opponents, I don't think we get a count on the critical hits. That'll hurt. So, wait a minute. Okay, he fell anyway. I was going to say, if he actually survives this, I was going to switch to our more especially defensive Ninetales. But she's coming in now for sure. Going to go for that Flamethrower. I don't want to get the Sunny Day up in case Pinky has to come in and go for a Surf attack on the next Pokemon. So we're going to leave the sun where it's at. Go for a basic Flamethrower on this Exeggutor. We will be faster. And I don't think your special offense is super good. And you're not a Dragon type just yet, but is super effective. So the last Pokemon, there's not much we can do with Tails. We can Confuse Ray, put a Reflect up maybe, but I think it's going to be more special-based attacks that these things have against us. Final Pokemon, going to be the Hot Doom. It's only level 50 though. So, going to confuse it. The Dark type aspect is going to be super effective against Pinky's Psychic type, but we will have the option to go for Surf. I wonder, I might just leave Tails in for now, get as much damage off as we can with the Flamethrower. And it hits itself. Alright, excellent. So yeah, I don't want to switch into Pinky and take a super effective Dark attack, because of course the Hot Doom will outspeed. So Tails, get as much damage off as you can before you go down. It's not bad. If you can get a critical hit, that'll be even better. Thank you! Boost the Sunny Day. Boost the Flamethrower for us. That makes the Flamethrower 1.5 times the power, which I think will make this a 2-hit KO from this range. Tails could handle this possibly on her own. So 88 HP. Yeah, down under 44, so we're going to get the knockout with the Flamethrower. Crunch away. That hardly did anything for us to worry about. Even a critical wouldn't have done the trick. So we managed to pick up the KO on Hot Doom with our Hot Tails. Alright. Let's press onward. Go for one more trainer today. Just to try to make this a successful episode. Well, it's already a successful episode. We have 3 wins to 1 loss. But let's see how far we can get with this next trainer and just see how much they want to throw the difficulty our way. So we still have a continue saved up. We didn't get one from Cliff, unfortunately. Going down in flames! Literally, yeah, we burned you up with Flamethrower. Alright, the plain badge. Moving on to the fog badge next, representing Ecruteak City. And who is representing the city? It's going to be a biker. Yo, do you realize who you're challenging? Are you one of the biker mice from Mars? Of course not, you're a human. But we see a number of Pokemon that we could deal with Earthquake, so once again, Aerodactyl is a good choice, but I'm going to lead with... I'm going to say Pinky probably is a good lead. We can get Surf or Psychic on a lot of these things. The Venusaur will be the biggest problem, so we're going to also bring Tails once again. And Aerodactyl probably is our next best bet. Might as well bring him anyway, he's our highest leveled. Let's do this. This is leading us into the second half of the tournament. Anything but the Venusaur, and Pinky's good to stay in and go for some damage. You see the Venusaur, we're switching out. Arbok, gonna glare us? That is more than likely gonna happen. Let's go for the Psychic Attack. Super effective. We'll be switching out too. Or just digging. So then, let's switch into Aerodactyl. Or you know what? No, Pinky has decent defense. We're going to stay in for the time being. And I'm going to predict that they're going to go for another dig attack after this. That was 20 damage. I could just stay in anyway. I was thinking if I switch out as they go for dig and bring in Aerodactyl, I could Earthquake it while it's underground. Alright, so would they try dig again? Even if they do, Pinky can handle that. We're going to stay in and go for another Surf attack, or a Psychic attack. Down they go. Alright. Now, what do you think the odds are? The computer's going to select critical hit for their attack this turn. I'm not going to switch Pinky out. I want to see if they decide to go critical hit. I'm honestly surprised. Well, that did 21 damage. Of course, they got to get one extra damage on us before they faint. But okay. So, Bok R is down for the count. 2 Pokemon remaining. I'm expecting we will see the Venusaur before too long. Bring it in. Wheezing. Alright. So, Poison is physical, and we have nice physical defense on our Slowbro, so he can stay in. This thing is possibly going to explode, though. Thunder?
There it goes.
That actually hurt. Psychic attack. Let's do this, Pinky. Now, we are going to lose Pinky if we stay and go for another Thunder, so we're going to switch to Tails, our faster Pokemon. Flamethrower will get the KO. And then we can confuse whatever else comes in, possibly switch out to Aerodactyl, go for an Earthquake. Let's see what the Weezing goes for. Sludge. I could have switched to Aerodactyl right there. Actually, we would resist that. Oh, Sludge Bomb? Yeah, because Sludge looks different. Alright, so we got Poison, but once we get the KO, we're not going to take any Poison damage, because back in Gen 2, you don't take Poison damage until after the turn and both Pokemon are there. So we get a free knockout on the Weezing. Let us see what comes in next. If they had the Venusaur, they probably would have brought it in already. It's Rhydon. Look at the off-coloring of that because of the nickname. So, Confuse Ray. It could have Rock-type attacks. I'm just thinking of bringing Aerodactyl in, but I don't know if that's the best way to go. If we could burn this, that would be perfect. Look at it do a little pirouette. I kind of want to... No, I don't want to risk getting knocked out. But if we switch to Aerodactyl, we risk getting rock attacked. I don't want to bring Pinky in. He's too low. I'm going to go for Aerodactyl. We're going to trust in the confusion. We're going to hope they go for an Earthquake or something. And we're going to counter with an Earthquake of our very own. I could also Steel Wing, but Earthquake is the more accurate, more reliable damage. I'm going to stick with that. It's Soft Sand boosted as well. Another hurt himself in confusion. Yes, 20 more damage. I'm going to hope that we can get a 2-hit KO with Earthquake and possibly avoid any rock move coming our way. If we do 75 with this, we're in a good spot. Come on, Aerodactyl. We did 74 with that. Thank you! That's the damage we needed. Alright, Earthquake gets the KO at that range. A lot of luck helping us through. I'm going to take that. We pick up another continue off of this battle, fortunately. Moving on to the second half of the tournament on day 2 of our Poké Cup Challenge, which will be coming up tomorrow as the Rhydon collapses on the battlefield. So thanks for watching this episode, everybody. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the fun of that second battle that we had, and what you're looking forward to in the future of the Stadium 2 battle. There's still the Kanto Gym Leaders to deal with. There is the Little Cup, the Prime Cup, and if you have any of my Pokemon from the collection, don't get cocky just because you won. Oh, I think I'll do just that, computer player. But if you have any things you're looking forward to, and any Pokemon from my collection you want to see me use in the Prime Cup, let me know who you'd like to see, and I'll see if I can put them together for a neat team, decent team to take on that challenge. And of course, there still is, we didn't check the mini games out yet in the is it kids area thing? I forget what it's called. Anyway, all that being said, come on back tomorrow for our second half of the Master Ball difficulty of the Poké Cup. Until tomorrow, Professor Chaz is signing off. We'll catch you next time.